after him and get the pill. We'll get to the server room.
You're forgetting the bomb. The nuclear bomb.
We'll figure it out. Ethan! Go! I got this. Go!
They'll figure it out. They always do. That is actor Simon Pegg in the new film Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. And Mission Impossible Week continues right here at CBS Mornings with big stars from this hotly and highly anticipated new movie before it hits theaters on Friday. Actors Simon Pegg and Pom Klementieff reprise their roles as Benji and Paris. In the new film, Paris tries to escape custody and seek revenge against her former boss, Gabriel. All right, before we start digesting that action with the actors, this film, I should note, is distributed by Paramount Pictures. We're proud to say, part of CBS and our parent company, Paramount Global. Simon Pegg and Pom Klementieff, welcome.
Good morning.
So great to have you here. All right, let's start, Pom, with those kicks. That's a high leg kick, a lot of velocity coming down. What's it like to shoot scenes like that?
It was amazing. We had an amazing stunt team with Wade Eastwood, the stunt coordinator, and you know, we took the time to rehearse, to do the high kicks, to rehearse the whole choreography. And I had been actually training for years. I was dreaming to do this specific axe kick.
Now, you're known as fantastic at this. I mean, I think they call you Pom Cruise around set, right?
Yeah, it's been my nickname. Like sometimes it pops here and there, you know, but it's a compliment.
Yes, there you go. There you go. Because your eyes, you have this death stare that you know, ruh-roh. This is not, this could go very badly. And not for you, but for whoever you're looking at. But Simon, I'm also fascinated watching you. How does it feel, because you've been with the franchise a very long time.
2 decades.
2 decades.
Years this year. I filmed my first scene November 2005.
Yeah. Wow. And how, as you sit here today, what are you thinking? How are you processing all of this?
It's bittersweet, you know. It's lovely to be out on the road and you know, talking about the movie, and it's been 5 years with Dead Reckoning.
Yes.
We've been, you know, working so hard, and here we are, and it's coming out, and there's a sense of sort of achievement and completion, but also a sense like we're not going to hang out so much anymore. You know?
I'm also wondering how you guys process the scenes, because I told you we all went on a field trip and saw it. And some of the scenes are so heart-stopping, and we know, basically, we think it's going to be okay. But you're watching it in real time. Do you get as anxious as we do, thinking, you know, I hope this works out okay?
Of course.
Because it seems very, very, very dangerous.
Well, we watched Tom. We couldn't watch the big stunts in this film because they took place in the sky and underwater.
Yeah.
But on Dead Reckoning, we were up there watching Tom jump off the cliff on the bike, weren't we?
Oh yeah, he
and
did it so many times in front of us, but he was smiling so much, he was so happy.
He loves it.
You wonder how you guys can top yourselves in this franchise?
We almost did top ourselves. No, I don't. Every time we finish a movie, I say to McHugh and Tom, that's it now, isn't it? We can't do anymore. There's no way.
And then?
And then they always say, well, you know. And I think with this one, I genuinely can't see how we could possibly risk his life any more than we do on this.
Yeah, but I mean, it was heart racing, action packed. But at the very end, it left us all wanting more. And we walked out of it saying this
it's
can't
not
be
over.
the final one.
Yes.
So we'll talk about that during the commercial break. But Pom, you know, you joke about having the nickname Pom Cruise on the set. What is it like working with Tom? I mean, we hear, you know, some of the same things about him, that he's kind, he cares about everyone on the set. But what is something that you take away from working with him?
I mean, the thing is, he's so passionate about making movies, about stunts, about all these things. And there is so much training behind it and so much respect of the craft and the work and the challenge that it's just contagious, you know? His passion, his fire, his good energy is just on set. It makes you be even better, you know?
Yeah.
Simon, what do you like most about your character? Because he goes through a lot of evolutions, we should say.
He does. I think for me, Benji's always been like a member of the audience. You know, he's the guy that.
How so?
He speaks his mind. He comments on the absurdity of the situations they're in. He's kind of like a regular guy in this world of super spies. And I think that's what kind of makes him appealing to the audience. It's like, yeah, I'd be like him.
Yeah.
You know? I would
Except
be like,
you're slightly better at computers.
Benji is me.
He worries like us.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's a warrior for sure.
You took your daughter, it says,
Yes.
we read that you took your daughter to see the movie.
Yeah.
How old is she and what was her review about it?
She's
for you?
16, and she watched the whole film like this. With her, and afterwards, she just turned to me and said, "Dad, that was like having a heart attack."
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, Nate said something similar to that too.
It's so good.
Yeah, I think that's a compliment, right? That works.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then we spent like an hour looking for her inhaler because she was just like, "Oh God, Dad, I'm having trouble breathing." Oh God, what have I done? You know.
Speaking of trouble, when you guys were filming in the Arctic, I was reading your nose turned white.
Yeah, Haley told us, Haley was here the other day and she said that there was an issue with your nose.
Yeah, I mean, I barely have any nose to start with, but I still need it, you know? So it was a problem. The camera was on me, it was a close-up, and it was very cold, you know? But I didn't really realize, and other people told me, your nose, I get warm, and it was becoming white. It's before it gets us.
That's the first sign
frostbite.
before frostbite.
That
Oh,
is
my.
Yeah,
really
yeah.
frightening.
So it can be very dangerous.
Now,
Minus 40.
Can we talk about fashion for a little bit?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
You two
Number one,
always
Simon,
look
can we just
fantastic.
say something about Simon's butter yellow? That is
I'm
the
sorry,
color.
you're talking about this?
Yeah, I'm talking about
guys.
It's the whole thing.
Come on.
The vibes
I mean,
are
by
vibing
the
right
way,
now.
we're
thing.
kind of like matchy. I'm like in the blue,
Yeah,
you're in the
look.
yellow.
Yeah, it's
We
a
could-
thing.
You know?
So you two have fun with fashion, right? And you
Yes.
make videos together.
Yes.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, we would show up during the press
Look at
tour,
these videos.
and we were wearing matching outfits.
Yeah, we see
Without
On purpose.
communicating with each
without
other.
ever
No.
communicating. No. So we do these little 3D videos. I mean, you know, these press tours, I never go out. I spend most of my time in sweats with a dog on my lap. So on these kind of occasions, it's like, okay, let's go.
Here we go.
Pom is so chic.
Oh, thank
it's
you.
just like,
You're amazing too.
bless your heart.
You both
No, we
are.
did a little stunt in Korea. We're like on the luggage cart. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do the splits, blah, blah. So we do it. And then the luggage cart just like falls over.
Yeah,
Everyone's
Pom
like,
is
no.
Pom is doing the splits behind me on what is essentially one of those things you put the luggage on.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm sat on it, and the whole thing started to tip. And I had to stand up and brace it because there was no way you could have kind of broken your
No,
fall.
I was
Oh
just
my
like
gosh.
accepting my fate.
That's how dead.
With a big smile, but also have huge bruises now, like on both legs. So I've been like trying to cover it with makeup because it looks weird.
Well, you
know?
bruise very well. Let me say that. You look good.
Palm bruise.
Bruce.
I just found my new nickname.
Oh, you guys look great together. You're great in this as well. Simon and Pom, thank you so much for being here.
So
We really
welcome.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. It's in theaters, Dolby Cinema and IMAX this Friday. Tomorrow we're going to hear from actor Tremel Tillman. We'll be right back.
See it in a
Looking forward to
Dolby
that.
theater.
Yeah.